What's going on, guys? This is Elijah Brooks with Brooks Film Studios, and today I want to do a little what's in my camera bag. I'm sorry for the weird angle, I'm like catty cornered, but the problem is I had trouble setting all this equipment up because I've got this camera, I've got the top camera, and then I've got the mic and a lighting up this thing. I got stuff everywhere, so if the camera positioning isn't exactly how I want it, I'm sorry, I don't have C-stands to rig stuff everywhere, and I don't really have like places in the roof I can screw in, and I don't have that option. So we're working with what we got. So without wasting any more time, let's dive in. So this is the In-Case DSLR Pro Pack. This is the camera bag that I've been using for about a year now. I like this camera bag. It's good for if you have a minimum amount of equipment you have to travel with. Now, as you start gaining more gear, you can outgrow this, but this is definitely a step up over the bag I had before, which was the Peak Design Sling Bag 10L or 10 liter. So this is much better than that bag. It's definitely a step up, and I can carry majority of the gear I have to use for like filming commercials and stuff like that. Majority of my gear I can fit in here, and this is it's definitely a step up from what I had. So let's get into what I got in here. So in this front pouch, because this has pouches everywhere. So this front pouch, I have a little pouch, and I have in it the Anker 22,100 milliamp hour battery. This is a giant battery, and then I carry a couple cables. I carry a lightning for my phone charger and a micro USB cable, and majority of my camera batteries run off micro USB, so if I'm traveling and I know I'm filming like a wedding or something like that where I have to keep charging batteries, I'll go ahead and pack a second micro USB cable in here. And this has actually been really good because on location or even like during a commercial shoot, I don't have to go find an outlet. I can just go find a place to set it. So half the time I'll sit it like right behind me as I'm filming, and I'll go ahead and plug up two batteries, which I do have, because a lot of my battery chargers look like this. So it's powered by micro USB, and then I've got the regular charging slots right here, so I can charge 2 with a micro USB, so I can charge up to 4 with this power bank. And it's been very nice, and I've never actually ran out of juice in this, like ever. I've actually charged almost all day at a wedding and still never lost, I think I only lost half of the power. So that's been actually really nice. Now this case does have another pack where you can stick stuff in here. I can stick more fragile stuff like glasses. If I have a prism or something like that, I can stick that there. Which normally when I'm traveling to film, I only pack film gear, so I don't really do a whole lot. Now it opens up like this, and inside I don't really keep much in here either. I keep some chapstick, because especially if you film events, you don't want your lips being chapped and being all looking weird. I have a microfiber cloth that I can use to clean lenses and whatnot with. It's got pouches in here, right? It goes down pretty deep. I've stuffed a good bit in here. And then it also has space for up to a 15-inch laptop. Now, I normally don't pack like this can be an essential carry bag, which right now I don't have a laptop that's 15 inches because I sold the laptop I did have to buy this camera, the Panasonic GH4, video coming on this soon. And then because of that, because originally I had a really massive Alienware 17-inch laptop, it was a beast. It was a little bit insane. It weighed 8 pounds, and not including the power brick. So I'd be lugging around 10 pounds for just a computer. So I sold it, and now I'm eventually going to buy another laptop, which I've been saying that for almost a year now, but it's been doing fine. So if we flip the bag around, this one thing I do like about this bag is it opens from the back, so I don't have to like sit the back of it in mud if I'm somewhere else outside, and I can flip it over and my gear is accessible through this side. Plus that prevents theft, so they can't get to my camera gear while I'm wearing it, unless they literally remove the bag from me. So if I open it up, you'll notice, yes, there are some pockets missing stuff, and that's because right here is normally the Panasonic GH4, which is right there, and here I normally have a Sony a6000, which is there. Because of the way because I'm still in the middle of moving over systems, because eventually I'm wanting to buy another Panasonic GH5 to complement the GH4 and then some more Micro Four Thirds lenses. I'm still working on that. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm slowly getting there. Right here, we'll start here. I have a SD card holder, so it holds my SD cards, so I can have up to 12 SD cards. Math is hard. Leave me alone. Math is hard. I failed math almost. So I can have 12 SD cards fully protected. Plus this does seal for water protection. It's nice. I think this is by Pelican. Pelican makes one, and then there's a couple other companies that make one. This one's by B-Way. I mean, doesn't really matter who makes it as long as you have something to protect your SD cards. I got a hard case just in case something happens. I mean, SD cards are probably the most resilient thing in terms of camera gear other than a camera cage, which by the way I do have one on my a6000. So yeah, the SD cards. So next we have a quick release plate. This is for the DJI Ronin SC, and the reason I can't fit it in the actual Ronin case is because I added this quick release plate. This is from Manfrotto. All the quick release plates I have are Manfrotto. So this has actually been really nice, because that way I don't have to like unscrew a quick release plate, screw another one back on. Because I actually have to turn the quick release plate to the side to make it fit, but it's at least easier doing it this way. So quick release plate. This is a remote control to the light I have, which this is for the Core SWX250. Yeah, this is the remote control for the light I use, so it's really handy, especially for a wedding, because I can actually group a couple lights to this. So I plan on purchasing more of these, and then I can, in the middle of a reception, change brightness, color temperature, and all that from this, because this is a bicolor light. And it's nice, and it has an insane amount of output, because I used it at a wedding, which I only had one, and oh my god, it was so much better, because where they had the reception, there was no lights. There was only the DJ's lights, and those were just like little color flashes. So yeah, which there was a light from the porch, but that's nothing. This is another light I have, which is the Aperture AL-M9. So nice little on-camera light. At this point it's mostly for accent lighting. This used to be my key light, so I've used this. It's served me well, plus I still got the gels in here, so the blue and orange gel to make it either more blue or tungsten for like that. So I still got that in here with the attachment stuff. Then in here, this is my camera monitor. So this is the FieldWorld MA5 or Master 5. So in here I've got the cables. I got a micro and a full HDMI. Wait, no, I got a micro and a mini HDMI. So here's the FieldWorld MA5, and plus, because a lot of problems I have with A6000 was like overheating, which it never shut off on me, but the overheating symbol came on and I didn't like it, and it made me nervous because I naturally panic. So I also have the power adapter for it, so I can plug the A6000 into it, which I haven't really had to use. I connected this to the GH4 once, but I realized I didn't mind it because it just made it more bulky, and the GH4 actually has a really good screen on it. I can pretty much nail focus, plus with focus peaking on the GH4. It's really nice. So I haven't even touched the monitor in a while, because the GH4 also comes with an app I can use on my iPad, which I'm using now. Then, of course, the A6000 didn't have an app I could use because the app worked with the A6300 and up, but the A6000 didn't have that. So, yes, that was some issues. So these are Sony NPF 970 batteries. These are basically a massive battery you can power a lot of things with. It's like industry standard below V-mount and gold mount. If you don't know what that is, it's basically the V-mount and gold mount, basically giant batteries that Hollywood uses, and they use to power Reds and everything else that's costs more than my house. So I've got three of these. Well, I've got two in the bag. One is powering the light, because thank God that light is also portable, and it runs on battery, so I ain't got to worry about plug-in power. So I've got those. This is a lens for the Sony. This is the 55-210. So thank God that I labeled everything, because otherwise I wouldn't know what it was. Well, I mean, it's on the inside of the lens, but still. So I've got the Sony 55-210. So that's a good zoom lens for the Sony. I need to get a good zoom lens for the Panasonic, and I'm working on that. I've got a camera pen, so little bristles, so nice little bristles to use. Then I've got the rocket blower, so yeah, so blow the dust off of any sensors, glass. I always do this every time I change a lens. I've got another lens for the Sony, which is the 50mm 1.8. Right now I've got on there the 16-55 or something like that. So, but this is my nifty 50 for the Sony. Still nice lens. And then I also have in here a microphone for the Sony. I mean, naturally, the Panasonic's fairly new, so I haven't got a whole lot for it yet. So, which again, I'm gonna make a video on that soon, so stay tuned. Subscribe, do it, hit the like button, and subscribe, and hit notifications, because you can. And also because I asked you to. I'm kidding, I'm not forcing you to. So this is a microphone I use for the Sony, which the cool thing is, this microphone uses the hot shoe mount to connect to the camera. However, I noticed on like longer days, if it gets disconnected a little bit, it'll cut out on like one of the channels. But good news is too, this has a headphone out, so I can actually still use this on the Panasonic camera. But I will not, because on top of the camera I have the Deity D3. Not the D3 Pro, the D3, which is a $100 microphone, and it's actually worked fairly well. In fact, I have it on the camera now, and this is what the audio would sound like from the camera from the Deity D3. However, the camera is like, it's like 2 arms length from me, so it doesn't sound that great. So I'm still using this boom mic right here. So that is all the equipment I have right here. However, also in here I have another one of those little chargers for the Sony, and then I also still have a couple other things. I've got a bunch of these little bitty batteries for the Sony A6000. These are little bitty batteries. It's kind of funny. And I also have a gray card, so I can always white balance and adjust exposure, because it's got a white and a gray side, and I can adjust exposure accordingly. Yeah, all the rest of these are just a bunch of Sony batteries. I think I got like 8 of these, which you kind of need 8 if you shoot all day on the Sony. It's stinking ridiculous, and I have nothing in here. This is something else that normally sits right here in the bag, and this is just a little Pelican case I got on Amazon for like, it was like 20 bucks, and it holds all my GH4 batteries. So I have more than this, because I have a total of 5, and one of them's charging, one of them's in the camera. But these are the GH4 batteries, or GH5 also uses these. Another reason to get the GH5 because I already have batteries for it. But if you look, which I forgot I also have a quick release plate in this pocket, because that's all I have. Everything uses this quick release plate from Manfrotto. So, but if you look at the size difference between the GH4 and the A6000 batteries, it's no wonder I can shoot almost all day on the GH4 on 1 or 2 batteries, and the A6000 I have to have 5 minimum. So, in fact, I think the one in it now is about to die probably. So, and that's a case that normally kind of just sits right here, and that's it. There's a lot of equipment here. Now, granted, don't get discouraged if you ever look at this and think, oh, I don't have this, I can't make good videos, I don't have this, I can't make good videos. I started with the A6000, the microphone I showed you, and the Aperture AL M9. That was my starter kit. And then I built up from there as I started doing more video work. I got paid for it. When I started getting paid for it, that's how I was able to afford the camera, the light, and these other recorders, from getting paid for making videos. That's the only reason I started upgrading this stuff, is because I started getting paid for it, so I wanted to up my quality, because I wanted to get paid more. And I mean, so far it's been working, so it's been nice. Anyway, that's everything that's in my camera bag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Give this video a like, subscribe, and yeah, be on the lookout for that GH4 video I was talking about, and I will catch you guys later.